Well, I just stumbled upon a couple no experience needed work from home jobs. That's right. These jobs are very beginner friendly. One is requesting and gathering medical records, and you get to work somewhat of a flexible schedule. The other is a hybrid position in the San Francisco area. I thought it might interest some of you because it's something we don't see very often. A high paying software engineer position. I know, no experience required. That's really rare. So both of these jobs come to us from the company Citizen.health. They've been around since 2023. They're an AI-powered platform specifically designed for patients and caregivers navigating rare and complex conditions. So before we get into these positions, I want to quickly go over the benefits. They offer your standard suite of benefits, but there's something here we don't see very often at all. One of the benefits is work from anywhere 30 days of the year. So you can do these jobs anywhere on the planet for 30 days out of the year. So let's go into the medical records position. This one is for a record collection specialist. It's full-time remote anywhere in the United States, no location restrictions, and for 30 days out of the year, you can do this job anywhere on the planet. It is a contract-based position, so that means they're not going to do any tax withholding, and you more than likely will not get benefits. And they offer some flexibility in this position. They tell us this is a remote contractor role with flexible hours, but hours need to be structured during normal business hours. So let's take a quick peek at the application because that's where they talk about the hours. So looking at the application, we're going to scroll down a little bit, and down here they ask, are you available to work during operational hours of 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. your local time? So it looks like there's a little bit of wiggle room as far as when you can start and end your day. So in this position, you'll play a critical role in the company's mission to serve patients by obtaining and organizing medical records from healthcare providers across the country. You'll also be trusted to manage cases, invoice payments, and external communication to providers with urgency and clarity without hand-holding. So in other words, you'll submit clear, accurate patient record requests to healthcare providers' release of information departments using the company's internal request system. You'll follow up persistently via phone, email, and fax to ensure timely record delivery. You're expected to follow up more than once and problem solve when things stall. You'll also upload, label, and organize received medical records to the correct patient profile and maintain accurate documentation of all provider interactions and collection activity, and both of those things will be done in Salesforce. And you do all that while meeting or exceeding performance metrics for collection volume and turnaround times, and building professional, effective relationships with provider offices to facilitate smoother record access. So you need to be able to proactively identify and resolve issues. You can use your judgment to stay aligned with HIPAA and internal data privacy protocols at all times. You have a reliable, fast computer and stable high-speed internet connection, and you can work independently with integrity. You have all your typical soft skills. It's a plus but not required. It's a plus you have experience in medical records, healthcare admin, or customer service, and I'm willing to bet you have at least some customer service experience. Like I always say, if you ever dealt with the public in any capacity, that qualifies as customer service. It doesn't matter if you were a cashier, a server, a bartender, you worked with the public, you addressed their issues, that's customer service. It's preferred but not required. It's preferred you're familiar with HIPAA, record retrieval processes, or EMR systems, and again, that's just preferred, it's not required, and it's highly valued you're proficient with Salesforce or similar CRM systems. And as we scroll back up to the top of the job description, they tell us right here they'll pay you anywhere from $17 to $21 per hour. So now let's talk about the software engineer position. This one too has the same benefits, including the work from anywhere 30 days of the year benefit. It is full-time, it is remote, but it is a hybrid position in the San Francisco area. I'm going to flip over to the application because down here they ask us, are you open to a hybrid working environment 3 days a week in the San Francisco office? So if you are, let's go into the details of this position. So you'll be a key part of the engineering team building high-performance, scalable, and accessible user interfaces that use AI to serve diverse user groups, including rare disease patients, healthcare providers, researchers, and the company's internal teams. And your work will be at the heart of the mission, translating complex health data and research findings into user-friendly interfaces. And what they want from you is 0 to 3 years professional software engineering experience with a track record of launching user-facing features or services. And that's key, 0 to 3 years. So if you don't have any experience, but this is something that you're really interested in, you've been going to school learning this kind of trade, you've been doing this kind of work behind the scenes, this might be a really good opportunity for you. They'd like you to have strength in one one or more of the following: front-end or product engineering. You have a working knowledge of performance, scalability, and security fundamentals appropriate to your layer, such as web perf, API efficiency, or data modeling, and you have experience with testing and you're comfortable with code reviews and iterative development. And you get bonus points if you meet any of these qualifications, and they're just bonus points. They're not required, but if you meet any of them, make sure to include them on your resume. Now the salary, this is a really good salary for a no experience required work from home job. They tell us on this job description they'll pay you anywhere from $100,000 to $180,000 per year. So hopefully one of these opportunities works out for you. They're both full-time. One of them is a contract position, fully remote, and the other is a hybrid position, 3 days a week at the San Francisco office. And if you're looking for more work from home jobs, you can find some in this video right here. Thank you so much for visiting. I truly appreciate your support, and I'll meet you on the next job lead.